If you want to leverage Etsy to help you launch your own e-commerce business, because once again, I've said this and I'm going to say it again, I want the mindset to be you're building an e-commerce business. It just happens that we're going to launch on Etsy, or we're going to leverage Etsy's platform with the traffic, with all of the marketing tools, with the advertising that they're doing, the ability for us to advertise, all of that stuff. All right. So the very first thing that has got to happen is you have to pick a niche. And I know some people would argue and they go, but that limits me to only being able to sell to the garden people, if that's where I'm going. And the answer is yes, it is. But you're going to be so dialed in that you're going to serve that customer or people that want to buy gifts for that customer. And you're going to be that one that if you were to take and build a website, all right, if you were to build a website, all of your products would cater to that type of person. Now, you do have to look at the niche and you have to look and see and make sure there's enough demand of products that are selling. That's all in the research phase, which, by the way, we use Everbee to do that because it gives us the data. It gives us the details. And again, if you have not yet played with Everbee, or if you use it and now you're not using it and you want to try it again, you can try it for free. You just go to brandcreators.com/Everbee and you can try it for free. And the second part of this is once we have the demand, we know that there's a good demand for it, right? We're going to be able to hit our target. And that's the other thing that I should probably say here is you want to make sure that you're able to achieve the result that you need to achieve, because everyone's targets are going to be different. You may say, I just want to build a $50,000 a year per business. Great. Well, now you have to sell less products. So your niche doesn't have to be as, in demand as someone that wants to build something to $1 million, right? It's a completely different type of demand that we're looking at. So you need to get that first. Once we do that and we establish the demand in that niche, then we move on to creating product line. I'm a big fan of product lines because think about it. If we can sell you one thing, why wouldn't I want to try to sell you a second, a third, and a fourth? It's so much easier to get you to buy one more thing or two more things, or maybe again in the future, because you're already interested in the first thing. So to me, it's just so much smarter to focus on the product line. And it could be 3 to 5 products to start. And then from there, you build on that. And all your focus is now is just on that. Is like, how do I create more products for my customer? And that's it. That's all you're going to focus on. But always keep it in mind, you're not just doing this for Etsy, you're doing it for your e-commerce business. Okay. Notice how I didn't say Etsy business? I never say that. It's the e-commerce business. Okay. Now, the third thing is leveraging the platform, leveraging Etsy or Amazon if you want to, or eBay if you want to, or Walmart if you want to, wherever you want to take your products, go for it. I would say Etsy right now is probably the best place to start because it's the easiest to get started. And there's not a lot of hoops to jump through and you can be up and running very, very quickly. All right. But you're leveraging the Etsy platform, but more importantly, the platform gives you traffic instantly. So the minute you go live on there, you're immediately potentially going to be in front of these people. And we can also use the tools inside, maybe their Etsy ads, and spend like $2, $3 a day and have traffic immediately the next day. I don't have to wait for SEO or anything yet. Just going to start getting sales. Okay. So that's the other thing that we get to do is we get to leverage the tools that are built in, the internal email coupons that we get to send, the follow-up sequences that we get to send them. Like if they buy something, we can send them a message through the Etsy platform, which they're cool with. We can build our email list, which leads me into number 4. And that is building your email list, whether you do it on the platform or you do it off the platform. And I know a lot of people still think that you can't build an email list or send email traffic to Etsy. They actually want you to. They have a program called Share and Save. And they did that because they want to reward you for driving traffic to the platform. Why would they do that? Why would they incentivize you to drive traffic over to the platform? Because it's traffic that you're bringing to everyone else too. Because once they get you on the platform, if you're not yet a customer of the platform or on the platform, they're going to get your credit card in there. You're going to become a customer of the entire platform, right? So they want to reward you. So they take your fees and give you back a majority of them. Okay. So that's really, really cool. So building the email list is also a great thing that we get to do because now we can take that email list and we can bring it wherever we want. We can point it wherever we want. You want to do a Shopify store? Go for it. You want to maybe open up an Amazon store. Oh, you can point traffic there and boost your rankings there. Like there's so much you can do with the leverage of that email list. But that's part of building a business, is we're building a customer base or even a prospect base, people that haven't purchased yet. All right. And then the fifth and final is creating back-end sales potential. Creating back-end sales potential. And what I mean is, and I'll give you a little example here. Last week, I decided to send an email to my wife's Etsy shop because, well, I hadn't done it in a while. I'm like, I'm going to go ahead and send an email. And well, in the last 7 days, we were able to do just over, I believe from those 2 emails was just over $800. Okay. And that's from email. And what I did there though, was I was able to sell to my past customers and to some people that hadn't purchased. And Etsy inside of the platform shows you this was from a share and save link. It shows you that in little green in the order. And it also has a little star. And if you hover over the star, guess what that is? Repeat customer. Repeat customer. And we like that. So by doing this, niche with demand, creating product lines, leveraging the Etsy traffic, building the email list, and creating back-end sales, that is what we call an e-commerce business. It just happens that we're starting by using the platform Etsy because they have everything built in. They have the traffic, they have the tools, they have different things they're testing to try to increase the conversions that you don't have to worry about. And they're only going to use the things that work. A perfect example is they recently said that they did a test on the coupons that were getting sent out, and coupons that were less than 25% were not as effective. So guess what? Their default setting for you is a 25% off discount. Now, you don't have to give the discount, but they're saying we tested this amongst all of the different shops that we have, and 25% converts higher. We should probably use a 25% off coupon. And maybe it's just to launch a product. Maybe you don't make as much on that product, but you're going to launch the product. So these are things that we want to take away from the platform, but it also allows us to what? Build our customer base, our email list. And to me, that is the asset. And the products that we create is the asset. Okay. So that's how you build a successful e-commerce brand that does well on Etsy and off of Etsy.